Have you ever heard someone say, affirmations just don't work for me? Well, that's an affirmation, and apparently it is working. If positive affirmations have ever felt phony or just like too big of a leap from where you are, don't worry. There's a way to make them feel totally doable, and today I'll show you how to gently bridge the gap so your affirmations feel honest and aligned because they're working with your mindset, not against it. Hey, my friend, welcome back. As always, I'm so happy you're here. Last week on episode 17, I shared about the power of your words, how they shape not only your perspective, but also your outcomes. So today we're continuing that idea with a favorite topic of mine, affirmations. I've got some real talk about positive talk, and I'm going to show you how to craft them so they actually feel good and work. Now, I'm sure we all understand what an affirmation is, but let's define it clearly just to set the stage. An affirmation is simply a statement, and it can be positive or negative. I'm so behind, I'll never catch up. Negative affirmation, I'm getting better at staying focused and calm each day. Positive affirmation, simple, right? I like to think of positive affirmations as a way of telling the truth in advance. We're setting up the energetic foundation so what we want to create has a place to land. When I use affirmations, I'm not pretending, I'm preparing. I'm making space for the good things I want to show up. A well-crafted affirmation isn't about forcing belief. It's about creating a new pathway in your thoughts so your life can follow. It opens you up to more possibilities. And why does this matter so much? Our thoughts are incredibly powerful. As you know, they're important because they create a chain reaction for our entire experience. Our thoughts create how we feel. How we feel motivates us into action or sometimes inaction. And these actions or behaviors create the results we have. So if we want different results, we need to start with different thoughts. Positive affirmations are how we start building the inner reality before the outer one shows up. We're aligning the inside so the outside has something to match. Let's dive into how to create affirmations that really resonate and make a difference in your life. I want to share these 8 things with you. Number 1, start with a clear intention. What do you want to feel or believe more of? Peace, confidence, courage, joy? Name it. Intention brings clarity and power. Begin with, what is your intention? Get clear on that first of all. And then number 2, always use positive words. Focus on what you do want rather than what you don't. For example, instead of saying, I'm not afraid, say, I'm confident and capable. Big difference. It means the same thing, but the words are very different. And I know we all know this. However, I still hear people crafting positive affirmations with a lot of negative words in them. So try to avoid words like don't, won't, can't, not. All right. On to number 3, get specific. Make it personal and vivid. Rather than, I am successful, you could say, I'm a wildly successful entrepreneur with a thriving business. Just add some of those details that give it pizzazz. And number 4, speak in the present tense. Instead of, I will live my dream life, I am living my dream life. As if it has already happened. Affirmations are most powerful when you speak as if it is happening now. I'm so happy and grateful now that is a great way to start an affirmation. Number 5, add emotion. Feel it. Don't just say, I'm happy. Try, whoa, I am overflowing with joy today. I know, that might not be how you speak. It's not really how I speak either. Well, sometimes maybe. But it's really important to add some emotion in, however you say your affirmations. See if you can pump it up a little bit with a little more emotion. It's much more powerful if you feel it in your body also. Sometimes I will literally put my hand on my forehead and say an affirmation, and then bring it down and put my hand on my heart to remind myself, come out of my head into my body and say it again with feeling. And it literally feels different to me. So make sure you add that emotion in there. It's the emotional feeling that makes it stick. Number 6, be consistent. Repeat your affirmations, say them out loud, write them on top of your daily to-do list, or post them on your mirror, or simply say them in your head while you're brushing your teeth. You can even put them to music and have like a little jingle. That way it's easy to remember. I like to make mine rhyme personally. Consistently hearing and feeling your affirmations rewires the neural pathways in your brain. Number 7, visualize. Picture yourself being the version of you that your affirmation describes. Feel it in your body. Let it become your inner truth. And number 8, believe in yourself and have faith in your well-crafted affirmations. Be patient with the process. There's no rush. And again, positive affirmations are a way of setting your intentions and then telling the truth in advance. But sometimes those affirmations can feel a little too much, a little stretchy, like you're not quite believing that's possible for you. And that's where this next handy little tool comes in. Bridge statements. I love bridge statements because they help ease us into the positive belief. So here's my definition of bridge statements. They're powerful tools that can help you transition from negative thoughts to positive affirmations. They provide a stepping stone that your brain can easily accept, making it easier to shift your mindset. Instead of pushing yourself to believe a positive affirmation that feels a little bit untrue, start with a bridge statement, like, I'm beginning to feel a shift. This gentle approach allows your mind to gradually embrace more positive thoughts and beliefs. So they're just a way to move from where you feel stuck to where belief starts to feel possible. And let me explain why these are so crucial. Listen to these affirmations. I am deeply fulfilled in all I do. My income reflects the value I bring to the world. I love and accept myself. These affirmations are great. But the problem is, if they're not believable yet, your brain will resist them. It might feel phony, like it doesn't fit you quite yet, or your brain might even retaliate by reminding you why these, in fact, are not true. If you've experienced this, I've got you. This simple hack will help you get to a place where the affirmations you choose resonate with where you see yourself now and support you moving forward. So, to build the bridge, you can just use words like, I'm noticing, I'm open to, I'm starting to, I'm finding, even though, even if, ever since, I like the idea of, it's possible that, and I use these 2 words a lot, willing and ready. So let me give you some examples. I got a lot of examples here. So just, you can put your own words in here if you're thinking of affirmations that you like. Instead of saying, I have unshakable confidence, try, I'm open to feeling more confident every day. And how about this one? Even though part of me doubts this, I'm open to seeing it differently. Let's try some more. I'm finding moments of peace throughout my day. I'm noticing I'm not as stuck as I thought I was. I'm already starting to show up for myself in small ways. Instead of just I show up for myself, we put I'm starting at the first of that sentence. That's great to use for any of these affirmations. I even added the word already in there. I'm already starting to show up for myself in small ways. It just softens it. It makes it feel more real and more doable. Here's some more. Ever since I stopped trying to please everyone, I felt more like myself. I love the ever since one because it gives it a starting point. And you can do ever since anytime you want. That can start anywhere you want, like ever since April 4th, and then finish out the sentence. Or ever since I took that class, finish it out. Ever since I started listening to Catching Sunshine, I couldn't resist. Anyway, you can add that onto any sentence you want. That's a great couple words to add on the first of an affirmation. Ever since I released old beliefs, new opportunities have showed up. Also the word but. Use it to acknowledge where you were and where you're going. It kind of helps you turn a corner because when you put but in a sentence, it negates what came before it most of the time. Listen to this one. I used to stay quiet, but now I'm finding my voice. I used to think, fill in the blank, but now I'm choosing to believe, fill in the blank. How about I like the idea of? That's a good one. Just getting used to the idea of something. You don't have to believe it yet. Just throw these words in your affirmations. I like the idea of becoming someone who follows through. I like the idea of eating more healthy. I like the idea of feeling better. How about the word willing? I'm willing to believe good things are happening for me, even if I can't see them yet. I'm open to the idea that change can be safe and even exciting. It's possible that my next step will feel surprisingly easy. It's all about letting your mind accept the shift without resistance. So these bridge statements acknowledge where you are while gently guiding you toward where you want to be. Okay, I have 3 more little gems to share with you that will take your affirmation practice to the next level. First one is let go of outcome. Yep, you've crafted your affirmations, you've felt them, you've visualized them, you've added bridge words if necessary, and now it's time to release the grip. Once you've done the work of setting your intention through affirmations, trust the process enough to let it go. Paradoxically, sometimes the tighter we hold on to something, the more it slips away. So believe in your affirmations enough to release them. Just let go of outcome. And the second one here is, or something better. Sometimes what we're affirming feels like the ultimate dream. And still, I like to add, or something better. So I'm not limiting it. I just hit my income goal for the month, or something better. I'm enjoying my new dream kitchen, or something better. I booked the exact vacation I wanted, or something better. I always like to add that on, not because I'm unsure of what I want, but because I've learned that sometimes what brings the most growth, the most joy, and even the most peace in the long run doesn't always look like what I pictured at first. Trust that life might deliver your desire in a form that's even more perfect than what you can imagine right now. It helps soften attachment to a single outcome, and it says, I'm open to being surprised by something even more aligned, something I didn't even think to ask for. And on this one, when I write out a page of affirmations for something specific, and side note, I still like to handwrite. There's something about writing them out, but you can do it on the computer. You can ask AI to help you with affirmations for any specific topic. That's super helpful and fast, but I still like to write mine in a journal. And when I do that, man, I'm like a 13-year-old girl. I write a little border around the edge of the page that says, or something better, or something better, or something better. It's just a habit I started when I first started doing affirmations many, many, many years ago, and I still do it. So acknowledging it may show up as something better, it's not settling, it's not vague, it's just surrendering the outcome, but you're still staying steady in the intention. It acknowledges that while you know what you want, God might have something even more aligned waiting for you. Personally, I've had many prayers answered that didn't look like what I thought. Results came in other ways. Sometimes I didn't recognize it at first, but I was open to something better. And number 3 of these final gems is take inspired action. Affirmations open the door, but you still have to walk through it. Stay open, pay attention to the nudges, and take the next small step. That's how the words become real. You got to put in some legwork. The magic happens in that beautiful space between your intentions and your actions. Now, if you would like a printable version of the 8 ways to craft affirmations that I talked about at the first, I have a free playbook for you. It's called Positive Vibes Playbook, and it's at simplyalign.com. I'm going to make it simple for you. The link is in the show notes. This is the perfect little guide to keep near your journal or by your bedside, especially when you're writing affirmations for something specific. So I hope you go pick one up. All right, my friend, it was so fun sharing some of my favorite ways to make affirmations work. Thanks for spending time with me today. It means the world to me. And as always, keep shining.